while I try to document how I'm going to fix the lip on this firewall. As you can see, it's broken and delaminated and cracked about the center third. The edges are okay, but this center third is in pretty bad shape. Some leftover foam trim from a house construction project. The one side's flat. It's actually a garage door weather stripping. I just pulled off the rubber lip all the way, and you can see it's painted, but I'll be taping over it with painter's tape to avoid sticking. And as you can see, it's real flexible, but yet it should hold a straight flat side. So what I'll end up doing is I'll end up putting that in here behind the lip and then forming it on both sides, using it as a clamp system, and then in a way it'll actually press mold the resin that I put in with the strand, and should press mold this lip right back into the formed shape. See though, the curve of the firewall doesn't jibe too well with a straight piece of trim. It's actually got a curvature to it. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to notch out so that these ends will actually be behind the fiberglass lip as well. A rough outline with a Sharpie where I think I need to notch this piece and still leave myself enough thickness to hold the back side of the lip. I'll peel some of this off a little bit at a time, come back and test fit it until I've got it right. Better to do little bits at a time than too much and then ruin the piece. I've made my cuts and it's rough fit in. I've got a couple of clamps on there just to test it. You can see it's starting to form up nicely. Should work well. Now I have both front and back pieces test fit in. I don't know if you'll be able to see very well, but you can see that it's going to actually press that lip on that firewall back into place. Of course, I'll tape everything up with painter tape, both of those foam pieces in the clamps, and then anything that oozes out I'll just grind off and sand up. So next step will be applying the resin and the strand, and hopefully it'll be a good finished product. The resin's applied, I'm getting ready to clamp. Have it all clamped. You can see it's curved. I'm actually going to stick another couple of clamps out on the ends here, but looks like it's pressed in there pretty well. Item is I am hanging the firewall up so that if any resin does run, it'll run what would be to the top of the lip, and then I can just sand that or grind that off. If I laid it flat or had it the other way, the resin may run down into that crease in the fresh air ducts, and it'd be kind of difficult, I think, to sand it out of there and get it looking original. So we'll see how it turns out. 24 hours.